Well, most big cities around the world are now being required to cut harmful emissions in the hope of saving our planet. It's been said that James Bond films of the future, according to Professor David Victor, might not feature Goldfinger. It could be Greenfinger, with a hand hovering over that global thermostat. Well, in fact, the global IT industry accounts for 2% of the world's carbon dioxide emissions, the same amount the world's aviation industry churns out, according to analyst house Gartner. Well, with us on the programme today is Roger Al-Tawil, who is Channel and Marketing Director for Avaya, MENA and Turkey region. Thanks for coming in today.
Thank you for having me.
Roger, your company speaks of unified communications. What's meant by that?
Well, basically we're bringing together the different communication aspects, so voice, email, instant messaging, video conferencing, and other technologies such as collaboration, so sharing information, so bringing them under the same umbrella of unified communication. So we're selling technology to companies to help them become more productive and stay connected.
What's the strategy and vision of the company, and has it stayed on course in order to achieve that?
We're a very focused organization. We only do two things: unified communication and contact centers. And we've had great success in the region, specifically in Dubai, selling this technology. There's a great initiative in Dubai about customer service and being able to deliver excellent service for good value. So contact center technologies enable that. With regards to unified communication, there's a slow uptake, but we see much more uptake today as people are trying to do things more productively and trying to reduce costs and, as you said, reduce the carbon footprint. And we have some solutions around that.
We'll get onto the green issues in a moment or two, but I mean, how's the global credit crisis affecting your business, the IT business?
Everyone is affected. I think today we're talking about how we can utilize technologies such as unified communication to help them reduce cost, help them to become more productive. So it's not about just reducing the IT budget, but maybe it's a time to spend right now so that you could reduce costs elsewhere or do things differently, or drive different initiatives to generate more revenue or become more cost effective as an organization. So we're seeing a slight slowdown, but it's steady business growth.
Let's talk about the green aspect, because this is very much part of the business you do as well. What advice can you give to companies regarding this?
There's a lot of awareness that needs to happen, and I think this show is a great example. But today, I can give you an example. If you're a company or an organization with 100 people, and they drive approximately 55 kilometers a day, which is a commute back and forth to the office, and if we enable them to work 1 day a week from home through unified communication, we can have a huge impact on the environment annually. 20,000 liters of fuel can be saved. 76 tons of carbon emissions can be saved. The commute of 40 minutes a day is approximately 8 weeks of work. So 2 months a year you're commuting. So a way of reducing costs, but as well there's an impact on the environment, positive reduction.
We've heard of sort of remote offices in other parts of the world. It's yet to really take off here in the Middle East, you know?
We're enabling employees to work from wherever they choose. So is it from home, or is it from a branch location that's close to their house, or is it from an airport lounge? Whatever it is, to stay productive and stay connected. But as well as today, for example, I just drove from home. I was working all day in the morning at home and just drove into this interview. So it's a great way to stay productive and not travel for no reason.
Now, call centres haven't always had great press. They've been criticised sometimes for being slightly impersonal and not reaching their targets when people, particularly staff there, don't know the local knowledge that's needed. How's that being improved? Well,
the contact center in the region that I'm looking after primarily serves the country or the local country, so Arabic, English, Urdu, so the needs of the local country. So we're not having those challenges. It's when you're outsourcing or you're offshoring. In Morocco or North Africa, French is the primary language, so there is no issues with that. Saudi and Jordan and Egypt, again, they're catering to within the Middle East. So we're not seeing that as an impact in the region that we're looking after.
And just recently you had a conference yourself, and what were the main interesting points that were generated from that?
We had approximately 60 C-level executives at our conference, and we were trying to make sure that we were close to them during these tough times, and share with them what are we doing as an organization to weather this, and sharing some ideas and getting their feedback of if Avaya is heading in the right direction, and how we could enable them with some technologies to reduce cost and be more productive in these tough times.
And the response from delegates has generally been very positive.
I'm looking for the survey coming back, but very good feedback from every delegate we've met. Very good feedback.
Fantastic. Well, it's a pleasure meeting you today, Roger El-Tawil. Thanks a lot for coming in.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Well, there we are. That's it for this edition of Inside Business. You can contact the programme by writing to us, as ever, at ib@city7tv.com. But for now, from all of us on the team, thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.